Aloha, guys. We have the main issue of Kawaiola 2025, and I found a very inspiring article. It's by Megan Boyantan. Hope I said that correctly. And it's about a woman who faced dysphoria um, on the continent over there in the US, the US main continent. This article is titled Faces of Dysphoria Teaching Olelo Hawaii to Keiki in Washington. Very inspiring, guys. In the classroom where Kanaka Maoli, Kamali'i, or young kids in King County, Washington, young Hawaiian kids, children's books in Hawaiian language sit on shelves and a moon face chart hangs on the wall. Here, Kamale Brandon sings songs and plays games with kids once a month as part of a Hawaiian immersion program on the continent. Last year, Brandon spearheaded the Malama Ika Aina, or the MIKA, MIKA program to the Moku Aina Wakine Kona Hawaiian Civic Club, with the initiative officially kicking off this past February. The goal of the monthly event, Ke Kula Po'a Ono, or MIKA, is to provide developmental and cultural programming in Hawaiian language to children ages 0 to 5 years old. Brandon teaches alongside her friend Kaui. My biggest hope is that not only my ohana, but really all our Kanaka Maoli children or Hawaiian children out here on the continent have a pathway where they feel like this is possible, Brandon said. My papa would always say there's three things in the world you need: akua, which means God; ohana, which means family; and culture, Brandon said. Once they moved to Covington, Washington, that changed. The city's demographics skewed white, and Brandon faced stereotypes and prejudice because of her ancestry. To be Hawaiian wasn't welcomed here, she said, but her papa taught her to value culture and education. He paid for her to attend Kamehameha School's Exploration Series programs. Still on the continent, she found it difficult to overcome the judgment of her peers. Brandon began to distance herself from her Hawaiian identity. She stopped using her Hawaiian name, instead going by her first name, Caitlin. And in middle school, Brandon used a light shade of foundation on her face and avoided the sun. In high school, the student body was slightly more diverse, with other Pacific Islanders enrolled. Brandon recalls feeling twinges of jealousy over their ability to hold on to their roots. After graduating from high school in 2014, Brandon enrolled at the University of Connecticut, moving across the country. In college, she met other educators of color who helped open her eyes to the racism she experienced in her youth. By 2017, Brandon had earned 2 bachelor's degrees, one in elementary education and another in English. She returned to Washington with a mission: prioritizing racial justice work for marginalized students to ensure others didn't suffer the challenges she was forced to overcome. Brandon reconnected with Ohana and added her Hawaiian name back to her full name. Trying to heal from the trauma, she said, she was accepted into graduate school at the University of Washington. Brandon was eventually awarded the Learning for Justice Award for Excellence in Teaching. Malama Ika Aina, a program of the Moku Aina or Wakine Kona Hawaiian Civic Club in Washington State, delivers cultural programming in Hawaiian language to kids being raised in Washington State. The experience sparked an interest in studying home visiting programs for families, and she took an Indigenous Doula training course in November 2022. Brandon earned her certification, and Hummingbird Indigenous Family Services hired her as a program manager in March 2023. She is now the nonprofit Pili Makua Family Connections Director, offering free services such as home visits, parent groups, and community connection events to Indigenous families with newborns and young kids. Indigenous being inclusive of Native Americans, Alaska Natives, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders. Guys, this is a great, inspiring article on reclaiming roots, heritage, culture, overcoming stereotypes or dysphoria, and building a sense of pride of where you come from. So, great article, guys. Aloha.